As you see in the title of this video right here is people I think you need to subscribe to, and for the most part, all these people I'm plugging that I think you need to check out, I think are very underrated and have under 500 subs. Now, there's about 3 or 4 exceptions to that rule, but for the most part, all these YouTubers that I am plugging within this video have under 500 subscribers, which I think that's one thing I really dislike when people do a video plugging a lot of people, is when they plug people that have 3,000 subscribers. Yeah, I feel like the best thing to do is plug some people that are relatively unknown or very underrated and been making videos for a good portion and a good time, and they need to just get their channel a little notice. And kind of wanted to do this video about a week or two ago after my channel reached 1,500 subscribers, which I really got to thank all you that are subscribers, viewers, or whatnot, no matter which way you run across my videos. So definitely got to thank you all for that. Now, firstly, I want to plug 3 channels. Now, these three channels are all people that upload wrestling matches, Japanese wrestling matches, Puro, and this is mainly I'm plugging these 3 for the fact that a lot of people I've been noticing are complaining that, oh, I cannot watch Japanese wrestling because it doesn't air on U.S. television and I don't got no means to watch it. And I feel in some cases some people might not know you can watch a lot of these matches on YouTube or Daily Motion, and for the most part, if you want to check out some of the old school All Japan matches, New Japan matches, or any of that stuff, just type in stuff like, if you want to look up Misawa, just type in Misawa Triple Crown. You'll see a lot of shit from him. And the first channel I want to plug is HarrysVideoVault. This, in my opinion, is probably the best person that uploads Puro matches from tons of Japanese promotions, not just New Japan, All Japan, and Pro Wrestling Noah. You get Big Japan as well. You get Michinoku Pro, and you get like several other wrestling companies that pretty much I do not see pretty much anyone upload on here. So I definitely would tell you to check him out. He has probably close to about 700 subscribers, but definitely I think he needs more. He uploads great matches, and right now I think he's almost uploaded 300 videos, and definitely more people need to check his channel out. Now the next 2 are mainly they're Puro channels as well, more or less Joshi channels, which is a term for Japanese women's wrestling. And for people that say, now there's 3 groups of people I would say check these 2 channels out. First being, if you're a huge women's wrestling fan, you obviously are going to check them out. And for the most part, if you're a huge women's wrestling fan, you're probably already subscribed to these 2, but just in case you're not subscribed to them. The second group of people is if you complain about the WWE Divas and the TNA Knockouts and you don't think their wrestling skills, what they do as far as within the mainstream, the way they are booked, they're not booked in the way you like them. Or the third, people that say they don't respect women's wrestling or cannot get into women's wrestling. Check out some of these matches. You might change your mind on women's wrestling, because I think that's one thing that a lot of people, when they think women's wrestling, they think of, Tori Wilson, Sunny, those type of women that are pretty much just eye candy and cannot wrestle at all. And I think a lot of people, think of that first. Now, the first channel is DoubleMiz. Now, some of you might be familiar with the previous account she had, which was the Ring Mistress. She pretty much uploaded a lot. She uploads more old school Joshi, but it's a lot of great matches and a lot of 5-star caliber matches that she uploads. So definitely check her out. And the next one is kapengmabula. She uploads Joshi as well. She, unlike DoubleMiz, which I think these 2 channels work the best together, which is the DoubleMiz channel uploads, old school Joshi from the 90s and some recent stuff, but more or less not too much recent stuff. It's more old school Joshi. But kapengmabula, I think, is a good, pairing right there, both those channels together, because you get, new and old as well. So definitely subscribe to those 3 right there. And those, like I said, I'm mainly plugging those just because more people are, saying, I can't watch Japanese wrestling, don't got any means to watch it. Well, you can watch it on YouTube, and those 3 channels right there, I would say, gives you pretty much most of the Japanese wrestling that you actually need to see. Now, there's some other matches you might not see uploaded on those channels, but YouTube or Daily Motion, you'll be able to find pretty much any Japanese wrestling match you want to find for the most part. Then the next channel, now the next couple, I'm not doing these in any particular order. These are just the way I'm pretty much got them written down from my subscription box. And the first one being is Armin10701. He makes very good videos, does video reviews of DVD reviews of, he kind of does like a DVD VHS / battle of two shows. He does that at times, pay-per-view reviews, and just gives his thoughts on wrestling. Does very good videos. Check him out. Next one being is Cool Nerd 2736. I plugged him just recently, and definitely tell you to check him out. And he makes very good videos. He does videos like, for the most part, all these people I'm telling you to check out, for the most part, with the exception of probably 3 or 4, all of them are, wrestling-based channels, people that discuss wrestling or have some wrestling themes to them as well. Cool Nerd 2736, he discusses wrestling. He does other stuff as well, like video game reviews, discusses his thoughts on music, sometimes current events and stuff like that. He pretty much, channel that he does pretty much whatever he wants to with, so you'll see like a variety of stuff on there. Next channel is CaptainHype, and I gotta say, him along with someone I'm about to plug later on, it definitely, like, as far as within the internet wrestling community on YouTube, the YouTube wrestling community, are probably the two, youngest shooters that actually know what they're talking about, because there are a lot of young people that, do not know too much what they're talking about, or are, haven't been watching long, and actually these two, this one along with the other one I'll plug in a little bit, really know more than I would actually expect them to, and he makes very good videos. He doesn't do videos too frequently, but I think he does them enough that he does deserve a plug right here, and more people definitely need to check him out. Now, the next channel is Astone08. Definitely I would tell you to check him out. In my opinion, Astone08 is probably one of the best guys that does pay-per-view reviews or gives his thoughts on wrestling. He's definitely one of my favorites to watch. Definitely would tell you to definitely check him out and subscribe to him. Next channel is Killer King 91. He pretty much, just like Cool Nerd 2736, more or less with him, with Killer King, he pretty much just has a variety of stuff. You'll pretty much catch him talking about anything. He involves comedy as well in his videos, which I think he does a very good job at, and definitely, check him out if you haven't heard of him. And next channel is KcLegendary. Now, I've plugged KcLegendary several times before, and I definitely think, he's definitely one of the most underrated guys. Probably him, A-Stone, and maybe 1 or 2 other people are probably the most underrated YouTubers that have been doing videos for a good time, and, more people need to definitely check him out. KcLegendary, he's more of a fan of the old school wrestling of World Class, AWA. He does discuss, obviously, wrestling in this day and age, and he's a fan of Puro as well, and pretty much gives his thoughts on wrestling all around, WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, pretty much anything, wrestling related he wants to give his thoughts on. And gives his thoughts on old school wrestling, which I think is kind of a cool thing, because you don't really see too many people, discussing, World Class, AWA, and stuff like that. And I think, that's something original right there with him. Next channel is Tap Out King 92260. He just recently came back making videos. He had a problem, I guess, with his internet connection or his computer, so now he's back making videos, so definitely check him out if you have never heard of him or never checked him out. Next channel is Coffee Ninja B8, and Coffee Ninja B8, I've talked to him a couple times on Skype, and definitely he makes very good videos, and I think he does a very good job at them, and gives his thoughts on wrestling. There's other times he does other stuff, like gives his thoughts on movies, TV shows. During American Idol, he gave his thoughts on American Idol. That's the only thing on his channel that, but it's his channel. He can do what he wants to, but that's the only thing I really, just because I don't really care about that show, but he gives his thoughts on pretty much anything wrestling related, non-wrestling related, anything big that happens outside of wrestling, like any big tournament, he'll probably give his thoughts on, so definitely check him out. Next channel is, this is the first channel that has very little wrestling related, but definitely I would tell you to check him out, and this is SpearMaster. Some of you probably checked him out before. I've plugged him once before. If you're a subscriber of Daryl Horner has plugged him as well. And I'll definitely tell you to check him out. He gives his thoughts on politics for the most part, but he does a very good job with it. He leans to the left like I do, but We don't particularly agree with everything politics, but I think, he's one of those guys, kind of like the Young Turks, where even though I don't completely always agree with them, they do a very good job giving their thoughts on, politics. Then the next channel is UncutSports, and this channel right here is a great channel. Surprisingly, this channel has less than 600 subscribers, which really shocks me, especially since they make so many great videos. They give their thoughts on, NBA, boxing, MMA, pretty much anything sports related. They'll give their thoughts on. The best way to compare them with anything is, just like the title says, Uncut Sports. It's kind of like, expect like, something like a, Howard Stern meets sports, but actually knows what he's talking about. So kind of expect that when you check them out, and definitely, I would definitely recommend you check them out. Next channel is blackcatfeline, and this is actually one of the very few, like, right now around this time, as far as YouTube duos, because you don't really see that much that often anymore. Now, that, like, the whole YouTube duo, you saw a good portion of them back in like 07, 08, but you don't really see much of them anymore, other than probably like Bill and Doug. And these two girls right here, they really, for fans that have only been watching for about a year or two, they definitely know what they're talking about, which surprisingly I wouldn't expect that for some fans of wrestling that have only been watching for 2 years, but they definitely know their stuff. They discuss WWE and TNA for the most part, so I would kind of classify them as casual fans, but they'll probably, give other, companies a chance, but, you got to give them a little time. They're watching WWE and TNA, so that's something right there. And they did a series of videos, WWE versus TNA. You've probably seen Spinnernet and a couple other people maybe respond to their videos, and that was a pretty good series they did. So if you want to get a good taste of their videos, check out their WWE versus TNA series, and pretty much check out any of their videos and subscribe to them. They make very good videos, both of them. Then the next channel is Hands for Matt. She makes good videos. She gives her thoughts on more or less just WWE. Now, that's the only thing she gives her thoughts on is WWE for the most part. She does a series of videos like Mark P used to do a video series, 1999 Sucks, and she went through 99, kind of gave her thoughts on all those pay-per-views. I think she's pretty much done with that series, and as well as pay-per-view reviews of WWE events as well. So definitely check her out and subscribe to her if you have never checked her out before. Next channel is spiderwebwwe. This channel right here, I've subscribed. I've told you to check out this guy before. And makes very good videos. Now, he just gives. I think he's more or less just a WWE fan. Well, at least that's from what he does discuss. He knows what TNA is, and he's discussed TNA to a little bit of degree, but for the most part, you count him as a WWE fan, which no problem with that. He does good videos, and definitely check him out. Next channel is bigratthreeten. Many of you might have known his previous channel if you haven't subscribed to this one, which was Big Rat, the number 3 and the number 10. This one's 310 spelled out in words. And definitely subscribe to him. I think, just like I talked about earlier, the other person I was alluding to was Big Rat 310 and CaptainHype. Those two are probably easily the best, young YouTubers that, give their thoughts on professional wrestling. They do a very good job at it, and, considering, they haven't watched wrestling too long for the most part, they definitely know what they're talking about, and definitely check him out. He gives his thoughts on WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, pretty much anything wrestling related. Gives his thoughts on movies, TV shows, and any other thing he feels like ranting about and giving his thoughts about. So definitely check him out. Next channel is the Mannequin 2000. Many of you might have been familiar with this channel before with the previous account, Mannequin 2000, before the word "the" was in front of it. This is a channel that used to upload old, well, not old, but footage of Iron Sheik pretty much doing a lot of outrageous stuff, and this channel is the new channel that uploads all the Iron Sheik stuff. So definitely, if you want to get a good laugh, even if you're not a wrestling fan, I think you would find this shit very funny. Next channel is the WrestlingFansInc. This channel right here is a kind of like collabo duo that Smokey137 and Real Wrestling Fan do together, and they kind of involve other people as well. They do it on Skype, where they kind of do video and video editing, where you see both of them and you see footage as well. So do a good job editing as well, and very entertaining videos, so definitely check them out. Next channel is Survivor Series 07. I found out about this YouTube user a little while ago after bigratthreeten plugged him in one of his videos, and definitely makes very good videos. Gives his thoughts on WWE, TNA, a little Ring of Honor, but for the most part WWE and TNA, but does very good videos. And probably the only YouTube user, I'll just mess around with him with this, is he's probably the only YouTube user I actually know that's within a part of the internet wrestling community that actually doesn't hate Batista, but he makes good videos. Now the next channel I'll plug is Brand One Angel. Now this is just a hip hop channel. If you go to my channel right now, the video that's been playing for probably the last week or so on my main page on my channel is from this user. He uploads videos. He makes the videos with mainly one artist he likes using a lot, which is probably one of the best underground artists going today, which is Payday Monsanto. And definitely, if you've never heard Payday Monsanto, check out this channel right here. Subscribe to him. Not only are the songs great, the videos that he does and the editing he does within the videos is great as well. So definitely check this user out. Then the next account is SandersRobin. This channel is probably, like, in my opinion, one of the most underrated channels. Now, I've just recently ran across the channel probably within the last 2 to 3 weeks, but pretty much enjoyed every single video I've seen from him, and he makes very good videos. Gives his thoughts WWE, TNA, PWG, Japan, pretty much all around wrestling, which not that many people do, so definitely he makes good videos. He did a series about Ring of Honor and kind of giving his top matches of the year, counting down the top matches of 2008. Did a very good job with that and other stuff as well. And the last channel I want to plug, which I know this is probably been a good amount of channels I plugged right here, but just a lot of channels on want to just plug to tell more people to check them out. And the one thing you can do, like, you don't have to subscribe to every single one of these channels right now, because I know for the most part not everyone's subscribed to every single one I'm plugging. But the best thing to do is say just check out two or three of these users today. Just come back to this video another day and say, hey, let me check out this other person that this guy's plugged, and just check them out that way. You can check them out slowly and see who you like, subscribe to, and do that. Now, the last user, now this is obviously non-wrestling related. This account's kind of like SpearMaster, somewhat political based, I guess. It's MikeLibertarian, and he's pretty much atheist libertarian, which he's done a great series against this one guy, Crazy316, 2 series of videos against him. Pretty much if you want to get a good taste of what this guy is. Now, he just does audio videos, which I really do not like audio videos too much, but unless the guy actually, has like a, great radio voice and can do a good job at the audio, videos. And he does probably one of the best jobs I've seen that actually does, just audio-based videos. And definitely check him out, subscribe to him. Found out about him from Smartmouth Pundit, and definitely check him out if you want to check out some good videos and very good stuff from him. So just want to come on here, plug some users. Like I said, most of these accounts I plugged were all wrestling oriented. Now there's a couple that weren't, like UncutSports, SpearMaster, MikeLibertarian, and Brand One Angel, but definitely check out all these channels and check out these channels, see what you think, and whatever channels you like, go and subscribe to them.